What's up, Autism Moms? Listen, I don't know about you, but last night I was sitting and watching Prison Break. And if you've ever seen it, there's a scene in episode 15, season 1, that really hit me. The main character's brother is on death row waiting to be executed, and the entire episode revolves around faith. They talk about how important it is to have faith, especially when you're going through something so heavy that it could change your entire life. The man waiting to be executed, even with a sponge on his head, moments from death, kept talking about having faith. It moved me. It reminded me that no matter how difficult a situation gets, no matter how close you feel to the breaking point, you have to hold on to your faith all the way to the very end. And as an autism mom, that message hit home for me. Every day, we are navigating challenges, trying to figure out how to endure, how to sustain, how to keep our kids and become the best version, of themselves. We want them to get there. But let's be honest, it's hard. And faith isn't always easy to hold on to, especially hard if you don't have people around you who believe in you or who haven't built a strong relationship with God. So without the foundation, it's easy to feel like everything is falling apart. Sometimes being in a waiting season is the hardest. It's the hardest part. You're sitting there asking God to move, to show up, to give you clarity. But instead of action, you're met with silence. It's discouraging. You start doubting. You start being frustrated with everything. You wonder if you're getting better or worse, and if anything, you'll ever change. And on top of that, life keeps moving forward. And you realize every day that passes a day, over and over and over, that you can't get that day back. You can't get that day back. And so for us as autism moms, the weight of it all can feel overwhelming. We see other people living lives, moving in ways, and ours just don't move like that. And it's easy to get caught up in our feelings and lack of frustration and, not just lack and frustration, but even jealousy sometimes. It's hard to hold on to faith when you hold loads of feelings that are very heavy and thought about in your mind all the time. It seems to be like a spiral effect into negativity. But here's what I have found myself reminding myself all the time. This journey isn't about racing to a finish line. It's no finish line. It's about pacing yourself. We often treat life like a sprint, trying to get to some type of destination where everything is perfect. But this isn't a race to the end. It's a journey. It's a process, and we're meant to experience it and to grow through it. So in your waiting season, when you feel weak, when it seems like nothing that you're trying to do is working, I need you to remember that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Even when it's hard to see the outcome, faith gives us the strength to keep going. So autism moms, listen, focus, focus, focus. Our children have to remain in the forefront of our minds, but as autism moms, our focus is often, in their success and their happiness and their future and all that stuff. But we must pour everything we have into making sure that they're okay at all times. But we also have to make sure that we are okay. So remember that, faith is the key to sustaining us through this journey. When we feel like we've run out of strength, when we feel like we want to give up, or, we got to hold on to the faith and trust that God has already worked it out. God will bring us, where we need to be, when we need to get there. He's guiding us. He's walking with us and teaching us through, every high and every low. His word is true and his promises never fail. He is our refuge in the time of storm, our strength when we feel weak, and he's our light when everything seems dark. So even in those moments when you are unsure about what to do, when the weight feels heavy, or when you feel like you've been waiting forever, do not give up. Remember that God's timing is perfect, and he sees what we cannot see, and he's working on things together for our good. And I also want you to know This is what I want you to know, autism moms. I want you to know that this is not the end. Your waiting season will pass. This particular moment is not the end. Your struggles will turn into victories. And even when you don't feel strong enough, God is your strength. When it feels like you're at the breaking point, just pray. When you feel lost, pray. When you feel alone, pray. When you prayed, you thank God for what all He's done, everything He's done. Even when you can't see it yet, you say, thank you, Jesus, for being my friend, my way maker, my strong tower, my peace in the storm. Thank you, Jesus, for reminding me that I cannot fail because you are with me. You are not alone in this journey, autism moms. You don't have to figure it all out at one time. You just do not have to figure it all out right now. Keep the faith, stay in the race, and don't feel as if you can't trust God. You can trust God. He will bring everything to pass in His perfect timing. He's got you. He's got your kids, your family, your future. Everything is all in His hands. So stay strong, stay firm, keep believing, keep trusting, keep praying. No matter what it looks like, God will do it. Guess why? Because He always does.